Conversation with myself like this better work. That's why I get peace of myself almost every verse. I spent my whole life grinding, I ain't asked for help. I used to starve as a kid, I had to feed myself. Remember all the hard times we kept trying, and we rise and we fall. The times we had to walk, now we stay flying. Now we grind till we ball.
Papa no puff, my blower spray.
Welcome to my boom boom room. Push your pedal, room room room. We gon' make a movie starring me and you. Coming soon, so I stand and really feel it, yeah. Lick the lip, breathing on my breath. Take me to the sky, to the air. Fingers gripping on my dairy, yeah. Tell me what you feeling. Are you drowning? Are you swimming? Can you feel my body quivering? Lovely faces, can't replace it. It's contagious.
Sounds so good.
You always chase it. Bang bang ain't nothing but a chicken wing. Feeling in my breast when you make my heart sing. Gotta throw it up while I do the damn thing. Might do something strange for a piece of change. 2-2 beat, bitch, know I'm a freak. Fuck on me every day of the week. I'm on your head, yeah, you know I'm a geek. Right on it, slide on it, I match the beat. Tell me what you feeling. Are you drowning? Are you swimming? Can you feel my body quivering?
I'm so excited about this. Like, you have no idea.
Welcome to another episode of Artist to Artist at the AB Club. It's your boy Westside, and I got a special guest with me today.
Hey, y'all. It's OLI V.
Let's go. So I told you, I've been plotting on this interview for quite some time now. We finally got it done. So I'm excited for this. All right. So I always start off with the first question, which is, where did music start for you? So when I say that, like, who do you give credit to putting music in your life as far as putting you on the new music?
Definitely my family. My dad's also an artist, DJ, producer. So, yeah, it's just, even before that, I say his dad was also an artist. Like, I think it was just destined for me to be into music.
Oh, so it runs in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
My mom as well, she fire playlists, like, you know, I mean, black people just, just got that thing. Just play music, you wake up, you hear music, you go to sleep. It's just music all the time. I'm in my house.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're a person that have a lot of mixes, like playlists or mix CDs if you're from that era, you know what I'm saying? You download music,
all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what was your name back then? Like, I'll tell you mine, right? My first ever mix CD, my family called me Boy, right? That was their nickname from back then. So it was like DJ Crazy Boy or whatever, Volume 1. And that was my mix CD.
I don't think I had a name. I think in my neighborhood, everybody called me Dee Dee. I mean, because my real name is Deandra.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody just called me Dee Dee. I didn't have no cool name. I'm sad I didn't come in with a cool name.
No, everybody, they got it, if they don't.
I was the go-to person, though, for CDs and, like, in my neighborhood, because, like, literally my dad was DJing, so he had, like, the machine. You, like, make a playlist, burn one CD, put the CD in there, and then it copied to, like, 10 other CDs.
Yeah.
So it was, like, a real hustle, like, for real.
So are you also the aux person, too?
Absolutely.
Like, get in the car.
Bluetooth list, you could scroll, like, go to my phone. I'm on everybody's aux.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
sure.
right. So where does music start for you as far as creating music then? When did you already know from, like, since a young age you wanted to do music from growing up around music?
Yeah. But I was a little more shy, so it took some time, but I always was connected to music. So like I said, my dad was a DJ and an artist and a producer, so we had the equipment everywhere. So we had the DJ equipment, we had the MPC in the house, we had this stuff around. So experimenting with it, I'll say as young as like 7, for real. So it's just always around. We had records all over the house, like actual records. Took up half the kitchen. Like, it really was a thing. So,
damn, big on music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like, what was your inspiration coming up? Like, what was some of the artists you were listening to growing up?
So I was listening to, like, Missy Elliott, Outkast. I grew up in a very diverse area, so a lot of, like, pop and rock, whatever was playing. But then I also had my dad and my mom playing stuff they was listening to when they was younger. So it was a mix of everything, like everything, all the time. That was specific. That wasn't specific enough.
I mean, you could. It was specific. Like, you gave me some artists, you know what I'm saying, which was understandable because I could tell like that era that you grew up in.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, music that you was coming across. I can relate to a lot of those artists that you listen to. All right. So as far as like creating music, what is your process, right? Because I seen like your style is very nostalgia. Like, there's different flavors to it. Mm-hmm. So like, what is your creative process when it comes to creating music?
I have to be in a good space. Even if I'm going through something, I still just got to be in the vibe to make music. Like, if I'm not feeling good, I'm not going to just force I'm not that person, like, I'm having a bad day, I'm going to the studio. Yet. That's not me. Yeah. So I want to be like, I want to record. Usually if I record by myself, because I can't record myself, I'll have like, my house going to be clean first. Yeah. Clean house. It's usually a candle, an incense, some wine, and then we start. That's the vibe.
I like that. Okay.
And by myself.
By yourself.
Yeah. But in the studio, if I'm like recording with an engineer, a lot less of that stuff. Still some wine. Dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dark wine.
No, dark room.
Oh,
it's still dark. Dark wine, no, I am a red wine person for sure.
Oh, okay.
I am.
You got a specific?
Sweet red from Cooper's Hawk. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. I just did a wine tasting with Cooper Hawk. I was trying out some.
You had
my
a blast,
homeboy.
didn't you?
Yeah.
I know you did.
Yeah. It was about 6 of them, but I'm like sweet wine, most of them. So half of them I think was like the clear looking wine, and then the other half was some red. I think the last one was like some chocolate flavor. That kind of
like sweet chocolate sweet.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was a learning experience. But all right. So back to what you were saying, right? So you said, so do you record in the studio? Not record, but you create in the studio in the sense of you go there and you write in the studio, or do you usually create at home and then you take it to the studio?
I do both, but I prefer to create by myself and then go to the studio and then, but I'm not opposed to doing it there either. As I've like started to work with more people, I've been more open to, creating in that space. But I feel like some of my best stuff has been I'm by myself, developing the character, laughing, I'm lit, and then it's like, okay, I feel confident, and now I go in there and I'm like, okay, press record.
I like that. Okay. How long would you say it take you, like, when it comes to making a song?
It depends. It depends, really. Like I said, if I do it prior, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm like a perfectionist when it comes to like my recording process, and if it don't sound how I want it to sound, like I will do a billion takes until I get it. So the making the song, like the concept is very fast, but actually recording it does take a little bit of time because I like to pronunciate or like have the right energy. Like the character development is really a thing.
So you create like a character when you make music, like that's how you go about it? You saying like
not necessarily, but I feel like the vibe is one thing and like the little flows, but I feel like I don't do it on purpose. That's just kind of what comes with it. But when I say character, like the emotion. So if I'm making a sadder song or like an upbeat song, like to make sure my voice, it matches that. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who would you say like is your inspiration when it came to being an artist? Like, we all pull from inspiration. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, nah, it's just me. But
no, absolutely.
We all look at something and say, okay, I like what that person doing. I'm going to take this, you know what I'm saying, or this type of style and create my own out of it. So, like, who would you say inspired you as an artist?
I would definitely say Missy Elliott.
That was who I was thinking of, and I just wanted to see. I just threw that out there.
Yeah, it's Missy Elliott for sure.
Okay.
She's just so dope. She's also a Cancer. I'm a Cancer.
Okay. All right, happy birthday. Okay, I can relate with Missy Elliott. She's very iconic and for what she does. And what's funny? I actually learned that she don't like recording with other people around. She actually records by herself. She would tell everybody to leave, and she'll be in the studio.
It makes sense.
That's recording herself.
Yeah, especially like, it's usually a lot of men around, or not a lot of men, but just men in general. This music thing. It's better now, but, as far as engineer, producer, it's usually like men, and now you in the room talking about drop that, pop that, and they like, Okay. So, yeah, it does make it like a little bit nerve-wracking. But once obviously you can control who's in the room in certain instances, but yeah, it is better to be by yourself, to me. I agree with that.
Yeah, I mainly create by myself, too.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. At one point, it was weird for me to create around other people in the sense of writing, right? So I could be in, like, at my homeboy crib and we working on a song. And he'll be like, okay, all right. And we probably done made the hook and everything. I'll probably write 2 lines and I'll be like, I'll finish this when I get home.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, why not? Why you could just finish here. And it's just something about my creative space. I just like feeling isolated.
Dang, I think then, yeah, that's the same. Because usually when I do record with other people, I'm usually in the booth. So I'm not, like, in the room with everybody. I can't do that. So yeah, like isolation definitely helps because then people start talking and then like I don't feel like it's me. But if they hear me, like if I'm in the booth and the mic is on, they hear it and they like say something, I'm cool with that because like they kind of know my creative process. But genuinely, I'm like by myself. So, yeah.
Okay. So
it's
if you had to put somebody onto your music, right? Like what's something you would say like message wise that is important when it comes to your music? Or do you feel like you have one in particular?
Can you say it again? Do I have like a message to people?
Yeah, so like for example, like let's say like J. Cole. J. Cole is conscious. He talks about what people deal with on a day-to-day basis. Like that's more so like his guidelines when he's creating. So like what if you had to say what's your guidelines as far as when you create, what would you say that looks like for you? Cause I feel like you give like woman empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Like you big with being a woman's woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I just say like a moody girl, a fun moody girl.
A moody girl.
Yeah,
I like that. That's a new one.
Because it just depends. I'm not always like, you know, I'm always fun though. Even if I'm sad, I'm still
fun. Okay, I like that. All right, so tell me about as far as performing, right? What is performing like for you? Are you the type of person to get jittery? You know, are you free spirit on the stage? Like, what was the process for performing?
So I just did my first performance. So I don't perform often as an artist, but I do perform as a DJ. Performing, I always get the jitters before because I care and I want it to be good. So I feel like that's normal. But I feel like once I get there and it start and I can see people, I can read the people and we like actually couldn't like connect, it's usually it's chill. I'm not like sweating and going crazy. But before I am, because I'm like, oh my God, don't mess up.
Do you got a pregame before that? Like things that you do to prepare?
I pray.
Okay.
I always pray, you know, ask to be able to get there safely, return home safely. I pray that I'm always in sync with the people that's there and that I can distract them for a little bit and let them have fun. So that's usually like the go-to prayer. Yeah. And then I get less like jittery because I'm like, girl, your intentions are good. You're not going there to like, if they don't like it, that's not what you intended to happen. So that's normal and I kind of like calm down. So yeah, that's my little ritual. Other than that, no, I might depending on the vibe, I might drink a little bit, you know. Yeah. Chew some gum. Gum helps. Gum helps. It tricks your brain. It tricks your brain like if you were in danger, you wouldn't be eating. So, right?
You're right.
So it like when you eat, your body knows you're in a calm state. So I try to like I saw it on some TikTok. I'm not gonna, I didn't come up with that, but I saw it on TikTok and I was like, damn it, I've been trying it and it does help like to just chew gum or if I'm doing something. Obviously, I can't like perform with a mic, but with DJing, I'm usually like chewing gum to like help.
So tell me about that as far as the DJing, right? Because that's a new element I've seen that you introduced as far as like with your music and everything like that, right? How did you get into that? Now, I know you grew up in music and you say your dad used to be a DJ, right? Or is he currently still DJing?
Still DJing.
Okay, so your dad
still rocking out.
So at what point did you realize or had the idea that you wanted to do it yourself also?
Probably like 8 or 9. Yeah, it was just around. It was just there. Like it's in my house. So it wasn't, you know, like you play with your toys and you look over, it's a big thing with knobs and you got records. It's just like, I just started to play with it. You know, LimeWire's there. He's also like doing it in front of us too. So when I say us, I'm like my whole family, everybody. He's just there doing it. My mom's into music. It was a thing. But he would take his DJ set outside sometimes in the neighborhood we lived in and he would just DJ. But my dad, he's like, it's so weird because I found myself being the same way, like liking older music now that I'm like older. Like I like today's music, but I feel like I connect more with older music and he was the same way when I was growing up. So he'll be playing like all the stuff his parents listened to and then you know, we're in my neighborhood and it's a bunch of kids and they're like, cut this off. We want to hear, you know. So then he'll let me, you know, I'm like, play this or do this. And he'll be like, you play it, you know. So now I'm playing it and That's kind of how it, my little CDs I was burning.
Yeah.
I popped those in. I'm like, y'all come outside right now. So, yeah, it kind of just started from there. And then he would get, like, opportunities to DJ. He would DJ stuff for his coworkers, and then his coworkers have kids, and they like, can you do this? And he's like, no, I'm not doing that. Because he didn't like the newer music. Like, he knew of it. It was there, but it was just like, he was like, okay, I'll let my daughter do it. So then I would go, and he'll let me DJ those parties. And I was young, so that just started from there.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to ask you this, right? So I've been the aux person. I've made mixes, playlists, all that stuff, right? How do you figure out the first song? What is your thought process?
You gotta read the vibe. You gotta see. It's a thing. Obviously, you go based off your gut, but when I go in there, I usually see the ratio men to women. Who's in here? How people feeling? What's going on? Are they talking? Are they chilling? Are they waiting? Like, are they dying to hear a song? Because sometimes if they're not and people are just chilling, I'll just play what I want to hear. But usually it's like, I'm not going to just start Chief Keef and go, no, like, it's usually going to be a calm song, like chilled, like a little groovy song. But if it's more women, I'll go, something I know we like. And then if it's more men, I'll play like chill, but like the guy version of that. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So how do you cater to the room? Because one thing I notice about DJs, like sometimes they don't know which way to go, right? So they see a room, it's some YNs over here, it's some old heads over here, it's some females, some men, and they just literally one song for them, next song for them, next song for them, and you just like, all right, I don't know, to get up, sit down, or, you can't really.
Typically, I cater to women. I feel like I do still like find time to cater to men, but I feel like when, let's be real, guys go out, they hang out with their friends, but they usually going out to see about girls. Yeah. Right? And so if the girl's not having fun, then they not having fun. And if all the dudes just singing, like, then the people y'all came for are not having fun. So I typically like just check on the girls real quick. And then there is times where I'm like, okay, I'm playing too many like female songs, and I'll switch it over, and then everybody, the energy pick back up. Not pick back up, but it levels out. But yeah, I typically just cater to women.
Do you do the island?
Oh yeah. You have to. Like, how we gonna dance? How we gonna dance? I have to. Yeah.
Yeah, it throws me when some people like they play it for like 30 seconds and then they switch right back to the hood stuff.
We need a good segment. Once people sweating and walking off the dance floor, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go back to it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so tell me about the album. I see that you've been working. You've been putting this album together. How long you been working on this project?
I would say for about a year now.
A year, okay. And what's been the experience with working on it? Like, what has that been for you?
Oh, it's been really fun for the most part. Like, making the music is the easiest part. Like, that's so easy. Just going on, based on how you feel. I guess the more challenging part is just the business now. I feel like a lot of creatives, that's the part that kind of gets you like, oh shit, I have to make this marketable, or I have to, be more intentional now in this way to make it consumable to other people. But the music part, I had a blast. Every song I had a great time in the studio, either making it or, making the beat. Like, everything leading up to it was great. I had a great
so you
time.
made the beats also?
Not to everything, but like Vulnerability, Diamond Dance, Broke, and Electric. I made those beats.
Damn. All right, I like that. That. Okay, so the producing side, like, that started 8-9. Just trying to see, cause
so I wasn't making beats too. So like I said, my dad had an MPC in the house, and I would just like play on it, but I didn't know how to save the beats. So everything was just in that moment what I felt, and then it was just like, okay, I'll try again another day. And still to this day I don't know how to save the beat, but never. I'm an FL girl now, so I don't. Yeah, I'll get to it someday, but. Yeah, just the creating. From young, like creating beats, but actually making them and making it a thing and like a career, like that was way later. And I wanted to like revisit it. Probably it's been like maybe 9 years now. I've been like producing.
Damn. And how long you been doing music?
For real, I'll say since 2020. So like 5 years now.
5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you produced for other artists, or you just mainly just made beats for you?
Yeah, just for me. Okay. I did it as just like, just wanting to make beats. I had a BeatStars at one point. It wasn't popping. It wasn't like a thing. I just like to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna make this a career at that moment, like when I first started. But by the time I started like taking it more serious, I was already becoming an artist. So yeah, that's the process.
Okay. All right. So I want to get a little bit more in detail of you starting to do music. How did you find yourself in the studio recording the first time?
What was the first time? Oh, so I was dating this kid, and he had his friends over. They was like recording in the room, and they did their verses, and I was like listening to the song, and I just came up with a hook, and I was like, "Do y'all mind if I like show y'all?" And he was like, "Yeah, just come." So then I did. Yeah. They loved it, and it was like, "Damn, we didn't know. Like, we thought you was just DJing, making beats." And I was like, "Nah, like, let me try." And I did it, and they loved it. It was lit.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah. So I think that was my first time like actually making a song. But I would always do voice memos because I've had opportunities before that to make music, but I just never liked my voice. It was just weird to hear. So I took time to like practice hearing it just dry with the, the voice notes. And that's how I got comfortable. So by that point I was like, okay, let me try. Like, let me get on this song real quick. And it turned out really good. Still one of my favorite songs.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's called Act Like It.
Is it on DSPs or?
It's on all platforms.
Oh, okay.
It's Arzu, SD the Ghost, and OLI VVV.
Oh, okay, that's big. How long? When this came out? How long ago this was?
I think that's before the pandemic. That was, I think, 2018. But I never like did that song and never. I didn't make another song until Vulnerability.
Okay, so like, what was that like for you? Because you said you started 2020, right? Like,
I put my first song out in 2020.
So like, what was that for you? Because at that time, the world is going through a pandemic. Everything is changing. And so how was that for you as far as like becoming an artist during the pandemic time?
It was lit. I liked it. Like I said, I was still kind of shy with certain things. So it was very easy. Honestly, like just being home, I was already like going on live and doing that. I knew like we're not gonna do no shows, so let me just
create.
I'm gonna create and I'm gonna
do what I do.
I'm gonna just show y'all. So it was pretty easy. It wasn't challenging at all.
Okay, that's interesting. I think I started like 2018, 19, so it was like just before pandemic, and I was performing 2019 going into 2020, and I think I want to say COVID, the shutdown started like March, April time. Yeah. And I was performing, and my goal was to do a performance like at least once every 2 weeks. Just find a spot.
Damn,
and
you
just
started hot. You said every 2 weeks. Okay.
So at this time, I had a song. Well, I still got the song. It's called "Good Day," and it had internet success with like a promo that I did, and it went crazy. So that song is trending. Is doing good numbers, and I'm like, all right. At the time, I don't know what the hell to do. I'm just like, all right, cool. I make music. This one's doing good. Yeah. I'm just hyped. You know what I'm saying? Off of the success of this song. So I was like, all right, I got to get out there and perform because I wasn't doing performances. Yeah. I was just more so just in the studio recording, putting it out, and just hey, I got music out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so right when I started that, pandemic hit, and it was like, oh, going inside. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That momentum was just.
It just dropped, but at the same time, I learned a lot because it was like, okay, going out there and doing those showcases and things like that, you learn. You see a lot of people that's out there, and what I did, I observe. I'm a Virgo, I observe. So
we love Virgos.
So, so when I was out there, it was like, okay, what am I seeing? What are their strengths, I should say. So I seen one guy, he had these QR codes, and it made it easier to get to his website, which a lot of people ain't have a website. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Some people in there with t-shirts, a lot of people ain't have merch. You know, there's people with like whole setups to their music. There's some people that got stage presence. You don't know them, but everybody come to the front. You see everybody getting up, going to the front. It's like, oh, damn, that's crowd control already. And he ain't even start his music yet. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it just seeing that and learning like, okay, what are some traits that I need to add on to myself so that I could be better as far as performing? Because I want to say my first performance, I was nervous as hell, but I would say I get nervous before I perform.
Yeah.
It's just because I wasn't naturally a person that like to be up front. I'm a reserved to myself, in the cut, chilling type person. But it was like to get up front in front of everybody was nerve wracking. And so my thing is I like to get a little drink because it made me relax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A little liquid courage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so hard to admit, but it's just like.
It is what it is. I realize smoking is not my thing, not before performing.
Oh my God, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. I'm sorry, I cannot imagine smoking and then just looking into the eyes of everybody.
That ain't it for me. I tried it.
Sweating.
I was like, nah. I was overthinking. I was like, yo, so many people there. I'm like, I gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah. That's crazy. I really like commend people that could like smoke and still function, and like I have to really be like by myself and just the day's over. I don't gotta think too much, but to just be like quick and be high is crazy. Like drinking is definitely. I
think it's more sociable.
Yeah,
drinking is for me. It's more social. Some people they feel like smoking is sociable. Not to me.
Yeah,
like when I do it, I'm relaxed.
More intimate.
Chill. Like you know what I'm saying. Be around people that I trust and know. I ain't trying to be in a room full of people. I'm like, who the hell that is? What he got going on?
I'm being subconscious. Exactly. Now I'm subconscious. Like, am I talking too low? Like, am I whispering? Because that all the time. Yes. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Just start meditating for real.
For real.
Tricked y'all. We finna meditate. No performance. Sit down.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. So who's somebody that you work with that so far you've been like one of the people you were looking forward to working with?
I actually haven't worked with a lot of people. I would like musically or anything.
Anything. Like.
I would say Dr. Clips. I really love working with him. He's a videographer. His work is amazing. And I knew from the time I saw him, I was like, I want to work with him. And I end up, making that happen. My team ended up making that happen. And it's exactly what I thought it was. Yeah. Us together is just, it's real magic. Like, it really is.
No, that's fire.
Yeah.
All right. So so as far as content, right? Because that's one of the things I also see that you take serious. Like, is pristine quality.
Thank you.
So, like, how do you come up with content? Like, what is your process for that?
How do I come up with content?
Because it's part of it now. Like, it's not enough to just say, I'm going to make a song. Now you got to bring stuff.
I would just say quality is like my biggest thing. I want it to be quality. I think, sporadic things and just iPhone camera is really cool too. It's very genuine, but I like sometimes people to get the feel of like the music, and I feel like that's important. So working with somebody like Dr. Clips, I feel like he could bring my vision, like how he moves the camera, how he edits. I feel like that definitely matched. So I like to work with people that can match, the music. If that makes sense. But, with that, he's talented in his own right. So I don't come with like, oh, I got to do this, or like I let him do his thing because I trust his vision. I trust that like he's just as talented in his craft the same way I am with my music. And I just like to work with people like that. But I haven't done too many things where I'm like, not yet at least. Because the things in my brain, they cost a lot of money. So when I could get the budget to be like, I want to have stuff swinging and like, then I'll produce my own things. But for now, I've just been working with people that kind of have their own style, just like I have my own style. And I feel like they can match. That's kind of how I do things.
Okay, that's big. Yeah. All right. And I always like asking this question because, everybody see the glitz and the glamour with the music, but they don't see the harder side, the darker side when it comes to being an artist, right? Yeah. So, like, what would you say was the most challenging process so far of you being an artist?
Consistency with like the business side of it. Like, it's not just when people say like, oh, this was overnight, or like you went viral, like it's not as easy all the time. The algorithm is real. You have to like post consistently. You have to have things to talk about even when you don't feel like it. Even though I'm fun, it's like I'm moody and I don't want to get on camera. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to, like my cycle on. I don't want to do that. I'm bloated. I don't want to show up today. And it's like, you still have to. So, and then learning these things too, because I am with an independent label. So it's a lot of stuff that we still have to take care of. It's not this like extreme budget. So it's like, you got to be the person to post, to talk to people, to schedule things, to you know, and I am a little opinionated, and I care about what I do, so I like to be also there for those things, because I don't want someone that's like, I got it, you know, especially right now, still like my baby.
Yeah.
And I feel like once I get my process, I'll be okay with letting someone watch my baby in those instances, business wise. Creative, oh my God, let's work, it's so lit, but these things, it's still challenging.
No,
being consistent with it.
Yeah.
Just like I'll do it for a week and I'm like, you know what, I feel so good in life, and then the next week I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't do that. You have to keep consistently putting stuff out, or at least planning and figuring out my schedule, figuring out how I could keep this thing up. So, you know, bulk content, or doing things when you do feel good and you're not so bloated and your hair is done, your nails, you know, it's like, okay, I'll do that. This, like, so figuring out my schedule, I think, was the hardest thing so that I can stay consistent. But initially it was just like, I just posted though. Why I gotta keep
doing this?
Yeah. And it's just like, when you think about it, it's like, damn, like you gotta stay relevant. The music is not enough. Streams are not enough. So even like you were saying, like a website and all of those things, like it just is never ending for real. So accepting that was really the hardest part. Like, damn, I gotta keep showing up, huh? Y'all not just gonna play the songs. I gotta be on the timeline too. Like, all right. But yeah, that was the most frustrating part.
No, that's real. Consistency is key. And I feel like with the algorithm, it's kind of like a slot machine in a casino. You got to keep feeding this thing, keep feeding it until it pay out and you hit, the big bucks. But, it's crazy because you could be consistent, but you take 2-3 weeks off of posting and it's like, the algorithm.
Like, did you see my post? Like, what post?
Yeah, we ain't see it.
What post? You like
my shadow band?
Yes. Literally. It's like if you don't play, they kick you to the curb.
Yeah, they'll replace you quick, basically, with somebody else who's being consistent.
Somebody just eating corn on the timeline. It's like, damn, that's what y'all been seeing? I just spent 2 weeks planning this, and that's what y'all just saw?
It's got 1 million views, and he just eating corn on the microphone.
I watched it too, but damn, like, why y'all did that? Like, dang.
Yeah. No, that's hilarious. And it's just funny because that's just the algorithm. Like I was having a conversation with someone, and it was just like, nowadays, it seems like what goes viral is the gimmicks, right? It's gimmicky things, right? But as an artist, you have a certain way you carry yourself and certain rules and like ways that you're not gonna bend or fold in order to gain notoriety in other fashions, because it's like once you go over it, you gotta keep it up. You gotta keep doing this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do one gimmick and then boom, it goes crazy. Now you're famous.
Yeah.
And then
switch
now
it up.
You want to be
That.
serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
can't.
it's like, nah, you gotta go back to eating corn.
Yes. Get back to the core right now.
Where the corn at? Like, so it's challenging in music, and I feel like it's a gift and a curse, because it's like with social media, anybody can become successful, right? It's not easy as that, but it is obtainable in some form of fashion if you can figure out the algorithm, figure out a way to get in front of people and get their attention and get reactions. It could build up. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just challenging because a lot of artists do just find peace in just creating music and not necessarily creating content.
Yes.
Content is a whole nother ballpark. You know, there's some people that are just great at creating content. There's some people that are just great at creating music.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a little overwhelming when you got to do both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It really is.
Yeah. So, that's why I made this platform, to make it a little bit easier for people.
Yeah. No, it really does. Because people are always like, you're so serious. And like, they meet me and they're like, damn, you're so funny. Or you like, you so this. And I'm just like, damn. Like my content doesn't always show that I'm like nice, or people really like have this perception of just like boom boom room, you're like fierce and you're this. I'm like, I am those things at the same time, but I'm also a real person. But it's just like thinking about like you said, it feels gimmicky to be like, to show that side. How sometimes it's like how, and I'm still figuring that out of how to like be inviting and show myself, because it's like kind of vulnerable. And to me, it's like posting is like, no, that feels crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, these types of things help. These types of things help. And this feels organic. This feels like it aligns with me as a person and as an artist. It's not like,
Yeah.
Thank you. Shout out to you.
Oh, thank you. You. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. And like, honestly, that's part of the reason I wanted to create this platform, because not only is it for the artists, but it's also for artists coming up that are seeing the process. You know, if someone's watching and inspired by your creativity to say, you know, I want to be an artist too.
Yeah.
And there's certain, now things are more about headlines, right? So it's not more so about the behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with this show, it's more personal, more of a, hey, let me tell you what this experience was for me.
Yeah.
And then I could take this information and, you know, do it as I will with the information. Like as an artist, I could say, okay, oh, that's how she create. Okay, maybe I like a lit room. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I like a couple of people in the room, and that might work for me.
Yeah.
You know, and
a little
just take the information.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So tell me more about the project, right? What can they expect from the project as far as like the different type of songs, or, you know, is there any features on the project? Anything of that sort?
No features. I think it's fun. I think, what I said, fun and moody.
Fun and moody.
It's just, it's up and it's down, but it's still, I don't know. I don't know how to tell people to react. I feel like that's for them to kind of like see, and whatever resides with them, they can kind of pick. But I know when I was making it, I was having a lot of fun. So I hope that at the very least, that it's like, this is fun. Like, this feels good.
Did you record the whole process?
Some songs I did, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part.
Do you got a favorite song on the project?
That's hard. That's hard, I'm not gonna lie. I like all the songs. Mm-hmm. All of them.
All of them? Oh, that's good.
I didn't want to do that. Like, put a song I didn't care for. That's kind of crazy.
I feel like you do create sometimes, and depending on how you look at the song, you might say, oh, I like this song, but certain people might take to the song rather than the masses. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. I feel like, though, and I think DJing helped me with that, is consistently watching people, how they react to music. Mm-hmm. I'm not so like anal about it, or like, no, like, especially if I made it like, and it's fun, it's gonna stick with somebody. And that's what matters the most. I don't think nobody, like, I play some people are like, no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We've all been to parties and it's like the DJ's ass and we stayed for 20, 30 minutes. Yeah, so we're capable of, you know, sitting through something. I just feel like as long as the artists have fun, you know, and that's just how I feel. Like, if it's fun, it's not like but I make sure I like it. So there's no song on there that I'm like, like, so I think that matters for sure.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Anything else that you got in the works also? Any visuals for any specific songs?
Oh, yeah. I want to do visuals for In the Bed. I want to do visuals for TTR, Through the Rain. I feel like Boom Boom Room needs a video.
Yeah, it does.
It need a video.
Yeah, got to.
It do. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I want to thank you so much for coming on this platform. Where can they find you at?
You can find me on all social platforms at Yes OLI V. That's YEAHITSOLIVVV. And my name is OLI V. I have to say that. People, they don't be getting it all the time.
Okay. And as far as like the DJing, like where could they catch you DJing?
My DJ page is OLI V the DJ. Okay. And I only have an Instagram for now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So hit that notification bell and also follow her on all platforms. Anytime that she drops, you'll get a notification directly to your phone. You can hit that link and you can get right to it, right? Also follow us at 828.podcast. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Spotify, YouTube. We everywhere.
They got it popping over here. I'm not going to. It's nice in here.
Also, if you need to start your own podcast, hit up the AB Club Studios. We got the great lights, the 4K cameras, and we at a great location. We got you.
Smell good in here, too. They got some tea over